Hi, this is Bubby John Burton, just returning from a fishing trip this morning, what I understand was the best fishing trip in 7 years. Mr. Burton, would you care to comment on your fishing trip this morning?
I certainly would.
Tell me about it.
We left this morning at 7 o'clock, and we were heading for Tangier Island, and we wanted to fish for some Spanish mackerel, and we got down to buoy 2 off of Tangier Island, and all of a sudden we saw an explosion in the water, and there were cobia, great big cobia.
Oh my golly.
And they were after the Spanish mackerel. Spanish mackerel were jumping out of the water at least 2 to 3 feet. And then we hung a big cobia. And he stripped off all the line.
Oh my golly.
And the fellow that caught him said had just caught a 50-pounder. And he said he weighed more than the fish that he had just caught. So
wow.
He went over, and there was a boat over very near us, and we were trying to keep up with him because we had no line left on the rod and reel. And he went to this particular...
You just couldn't reel him in? It was just too...
He was too big, and he stripped off all the line.
So he was a powerful fish.
On a rod and reel. So we went on over to the boat where he was going. And my nephew, who's very mild-mannered, started yelling a few...
You noticed the crowd laughed at you when you said that. You noticed that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He started putting some curse words on the guy, telling him, why in the hell are you over there when you can't you see this damn fish is coming towards you? And to make a long story short, the fish got caught up in his lines, and he cut our line. And needless to say, my nephew, who's very calm in spirit and all, wanted to go over there and completely annihilate him. But the day was...
What is the name of this nephew of yours that you say is so calm in spirit?
James Arthur Dale.
And
today was his birthday. He's 55 years old.
Oh my golly.
Today, yeah. And so anyway, we ended up with 21 Spanish mackerel, about 7 or 8 bluefish, and we ended up with 1 cobia. So we had the best day that I've had on the bay in many a year.
So we would call this a world-class day.
Absolutely.
Good.
Reminded me of all of the years past when I used to go out and have such a great time.
You had a great time today.
Absolutely.
Well, you're not telling me you haven't had a great time in the last 7 years until today. That's not what you're saying, is it?
No, I'm just telling you that the fish haven't been
The fish were good. Well, hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
It makes life worth living.
Right.
Now that brings us to the next question, because curious minds want to know. There's a truck over here, and if you want to go over there with me, fine. I'll interview you about the truck. And if you want me to go over there and take a video and then come back and interview you about the truck, I'll do that. But somehow I think we'd all be blessed if you took a minute or two and walked over next to the truck. So I can ask you
right now, I'm
specific
enjoying
questions.
the beer too much. Can I stay in the chair?
If you want to. I'm just telling you it'd be a better interview if you were by the truck.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
What's up to you?
what do you want to ask me about the truck?
I don't know. I got to go over and look at it and see what the obvious questions are.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's loaded with branches.
Well, all right, I'll go over and record it. So this is the truck. And I think it's easy to say there are not many trucks that have been loaded with this amount of branches on it coming down the road. So there is a story behind this, and we're going to find out what that story is right now. And we're going to talk about the truck, Bobby. We went just back and took a video on the truck, and as I said, curious minds want to know the story behind the branches on that truck and how they got piled so high and so far outside as a story. And please, with your wisdom and experience, let us know what that story is.
The only story I can tell you is when I went fishing today, I had a wonderful son-in-law and daughter who went down with clippers and clipped off the branches on a dead plum tree.
Yeah.
And which was in the way when I cut the field up with a bush hog. And I was happy to see it. There's some left on the main trunk, but that can be easily taken care of.
Yeah, we'll do that next time.
Cool. So who loaded it on the truck?
Kurt and Christy.
Y'all put it on the truck?
Yeah, but we
Well, hold on. We're going to switch this interview around. I thought you commented when he drove up here like Bubby had something to do with it. Did you make that comment?
Laughing.
Look at that truck. And you telling me you and Kurt put it on there? Is that the story?
I never said I didn't. I put it on there, but
Oh my golly.
I
The
started
truth
laughing.
comes out.
When he pulled
The
up.
story has ended up better than it possibly ever could have, Bubby, only because we wanted to know the truth behind the truck and the branches, and now we have
The
it.
funniest thing was when he pulled up with a truck full of branches.
Yeah, it was.